Hello, Lifers! It's Jason Love with Jason Loves Life, and this is Sunday, Sunday afternoon. A lot of times Sundays I use for editing. So today I'm fortunate enough to be able to get into the Racine Creative Center, which lets me use their space on Sunday if there's any classes, and occasionally I put on classes here as well. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about editing because I'm about to start doing some classes, but before I go into that, I want to get some updates on the YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing classes, so I will be doing less vlogging, or at least less family vlogging. We have quite a bit of videos that are basically, rough cut. They're just files, videos that I need to edit together and upload, so there will be more, and then I'll be filming some, and then Evelyn still likes to do these YouTube lives, so we'll be doing those. We've already been doing them less frequently, so you might have noticed, just because things are starting to pick up, and while doing the school stuff from home, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I will be posting more in 2021 for sure, and then again, kind of trickle them out throughout 2020, the stuff we already recorded. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the vlogs. We're also doing some documentaries that I've done, and then that's why I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that. First is we're going to be doing those documentaries. A couple of them are on mafia figures, and that's because I've been asked to do them. I've been hired to do them. And so it's just easier to put them on my channel than start a whole new thing. I have a couple other documentaries that I've done with some friends, and that some of those will come up on this YouTube channel. And I just figured, if people are interested in what I'm working on, I'll just post them here. And then some video production related videos. Since I'm doing the class, I'll be doing some of those videos, and I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to post a whole new channel or do it here. I think I'm just going to do it here because, again, you guys know me, and if you don't like it, you can A, you can let me know, and then B, we can skip those videos. So, but for this YouTube video, now that I got that out of the way, so I want to talk about video editing. And again, this is partially because I'm doing a class that's coming up. We start in about a week, and I also have like 2 film festivals coming up. So we have some cool content related to that, talking with people who make films, do animation. Next week we have a interview with, this is for my class, so I don't know when they'll come up on the YouTube channel, but we have a friend who's an actor who's been in a bunch of TV shows. So he's going to kind of talk about how do you become an actor, stuff like that. So it might not interest everybody, but we'll probably, again, I don't know 100% if we're going to post it here, but I'll at least announce it here. If we post it somewhere else, my guess is we'll post it here, just because it makes my life a lot easier. So with video editing, I think a lot of people don't realize I would consider it one of the most important part of video production. And you can say that about every part, right? There's pre-production, there's production, and then there's post-production, which is editing, special effects, audio adjustments, stuff like that. And there's this thing where they talk about, oh, thank you, Gene. I'm glad that we helped you out. That the film or video is written 3 times, right? It's written in pre-production, where you actually write the script. It's written in production, where you're filming, and then post-production, where you're editing. It's the same with vlogs. Vlogging is the same thing, where you're kind of thinking about, okay, what is my vlog going to be about? Then you shoot your vlog, and then you edit your vlog. Vlogging's a little bit different with editing, obviously, because right now I'm working on the Mafia documentary, or one of the Mafia short documentaries, and the way you edit is way different. And let's see, trying to think of how to put it. It's sort of, there's just a lot more to it because there's a lot more parts. There's you got more video footage, you're using B-roll, you're using music, you're editing more to the music, stuff like that. And sort of the vloggers who are kind of there's certain vloggers who do that. With behind the scenes of, I can't remember what YouTuber it was, but I know that Casey Neistat does that a lot. He's doing a lot of time in editing. There was a vlogger who he would give notes like while he's filming to his editor. So he had like another editor, and he'd be like, okay, do this, cut here, stuff like that. So I think it's one of those things that most people don't think about when they're making videos, whether it's, again, vlogging, documentaries, short films, fictional films, feature films, stuff like that. And I also try to emphasize the fact that every part before is really to help the editor, right? So when you're planning to make sure the editor has everything they need. When you're in pre-production, when you're producing it, you're making sure they get everything they need as high quality as you can. And right now I'm having issues with that because we didn't plan well with some software that we used for when we used the teleprompter. And so when we exported it into the software, it came out and basically the files don't match up. So now it's like, oh, we should have planned that better, and that would have made production, we would have done it properly in production so that it's easier to edit. So now I'm, editing some time. It's taking me longer because of the fact that, we didn't think about that back in pre-production. So today, so that's kind of what I'm doing today, and that's actually why I'm doing this live, is because I am sort of burnt out from editing today. So I think that's another part people don't realize, is how much energy it takes to edit. Because you sit in front of a computer, you think, oh, it'll be easy, but like the mental energy it takes, it's exhausting. And it's one of those things too where with students, I have a hard time getting students who will do the editing part because it's exhausting. It's like physically exhausting. Your back hurts, you get tired, I try to switch up chairs. So like I have, like here at the Creative Center, which is nice, is I have a tall chair, and I have a short chair, and I actually switch between the two because my neck will get sore. So then I'll switch to the other chair, and I got like 3 or 4 other chairs. Well, these 2 other ones. So sometimes I have the ones with the back, sometimes I don't. Cushion, no cushion, kind of go back and forth. And that's one of those things, again, people don't really think about. And as you do more videos, especially trying to get more that are more highly polished or more edited, the realization is that editing usually is the longest part. I mean, even with vlogging, I was trying to do this before this live stream, was I was thinking, okay, for this video that I'm working on now, here, can I give you guys a little, I can do it without knocking over my little setup. So here is the video now. You can kind of see all the edits right there. With those, you can, it probably took us 1 day to shoot 3 of them. It took probably about, pre-production probably took about a day each, and then each of the edits probably take 3 days. So I think that's it's not true for everyone, and I'm curious, other editors out there, if you find this as well, especially when you're doing all of it. When you're editing full time, I'm sure it makes a difference as well. But even doing vlogs, it's similar, where vlogs are, basically there's just a few minutes of planning. You film during the day, so it's like maybe really you're only filming for like 10-15 minutes, and then you're taking that, and then when you edit, you're literally taking 30 minutes of footage and hopefully making it down to like 20 or 10. So again, some don't do that. Everyone works differently. So that's just, I just wanted to put that out there to let people know that it's not just a straightforward, hey, we're gonna go shoot something and then it's gonna be perfect. The editing is really, I would say, the most at the very least, the most underappreciated part of the process, because on a feature film, if you have a bad editor, you have a bad film. So I hope you found that interesting. Again, thank you for joining us, and I guess I should probably get back to editing. So thanks for saying hi, and we'll do another one of these soon if I can figure out how to, how do I end? I thought there's a little button. Oh, there we go.